The Inca Empire, a civilization that flourished in the Andean region of South America from the early 15th century until the Spanish Conquest in the 16th century, is a captivating topic that continues to intrigue historians and enthusiasts alike. Spanning a vast territory that included parts of modern-day Peru, Ecuador, Bolivia, and Chile, the Inca Empire was not only one of the largest empires in pre-Columbian America but also a remarkable example of advanced societal organization and engineering prowess. Beginning as a small tribe in the Cusco Valley, the Incas rapidly expanded their territory through a combination of military conquest and diplomatic alliances. Their ability to assimilate conquered peoples and integrate their customs into Inca society helped to foster unity and stability across the empire. This expansion not only increased their wealth and resources but also facilitated the exchange of ideas and cultural practices among diverse groups. The impact of the Inca Empire on South America is profound and enduring. Their legacy can be seen in the languages, traditions, and agricultural practices that continue to thrive in the Andean region today. The Incas laid the groundwork for future civilizations, and their achievements in engineering and governance serve as an inspiration for generations to come. As we delve deeper into the fascinating world of the Inca Empire, we will explore their remarkable achievements, the intricacies of their society, and the lasting influence they have had on the history of South America. However, the empire's fall was equally dramatic. The arrival of Spanish conquistadors, armed with superior weaponry and a thirst for gold, led to the rapid decline of this once mighty civilization. The capture of the last Inca emperor, Atahualpa, marked a turning point that would forever alter the course of South American history. Understanding the Inca Empire's societal structures and achievements is crucial for grasping the complexities of their civilization. The Incas were masters of agriculture, utilizing advanced techniques such as terrace farming and irrigation to thrive in the challenging Andean environment. Their impressive architectural feats, including the iconic Machu Picchu, showcase their ingenuity and ability to harmonize with nature. Moreover, the Incas had a unique social system that emphasized community and collective responsibility, which is a fascinating contrast to many contemporary societies. The geographical location of the Inca Empire played a pivotal role in shaping its development and agricultural practices. Positioned between the driest desert, the largest rainforest, and the towering Andes Mountains, the Incas demonstrated remarkable adaptability and ingenuity in overcoming the challenges posed by their environment. Their ability to harness the diverse resources available to them laid the foundation for a thriving civilization that would leave a lasting legacy in the history of South America. The interplay between geography and culture in the Inca Empire serves as a fascinating example of how human societies can flourish in even the most challenging landscapes. Notably, the absence of the wheel, written language, and draft animals marked the Inca way of life, yet these limitations did not hinder their progress. Rather, they spurred the development of alternative systems and innovations. The Incas also practiced crop rotation and developed a diverse agricultural system that included the cultivation of potatoes, maize, quinoa, and other staple crops. Their understanding of the local environment allowed them to select crops that thrived in specific conditions, ensuring a stable food supply for their growing population. Additionally, the Incas implemented advanced irrigation techniques, channeling water from rivers and streams to their fields, which was crucial for agriculture in the arid regions of their empire. Moreover, the Incas domesticated a variety of animals, such as llamas and alpacas, which played a vital role in their agricultural economy. While they did not have draft animals like horses or oxen, llamas were used as pack animals, facilitating trade and transportation across the rugged terrain. The wool from alpacas was also essential for textile production, contributing to the Incas' rich cultural heritage. The historical foundation of the Inca Empire is often attributed to Manco Capac, a legendary figure who is said to have been the first Sapa Inca, or emperor. According to Inca tradition, Manco Capac, along with his sister and wife Mama Aclo, was sent by Viracocha to establish a civilization in the valley of Cusco, guided by a golden staff that would sink into the ground to indicate the ideal location for their settlement. Manco Capac and Mama Aclo founded Cusco, which would become the capital of the Inca Empire. This event is significant not only as the physical foundation of the empire but also as a symbolic act of divine approval and purpose. Cusco, meaning navel in Quechua, was considered the center of the Inca world, embodying the empire's political, religious, and cultural heart. The establishment of Cusco marked the beginning of the Incas' expansion and consolidation of power. Over time, the city grew into a sophisticated urban center, characterized by impressive stone architecture, temples, and administrative buildings. The Incas developed a complex social structure and governance system that allowed them to manage their growing empire effectively. The significance of Cusco extends beyond its role as a capital. It became a symbol of Inca identity and unity, representing the empire's divine origins and its connection to the cosmos. While the mythological narratives provide a foundation for understanding the Incas' cultural identity, the historical context reveals the influences of earlier civilizations that shaped Inca society. Among these early cultures, the Tiwanaku and Chamu civilizations played pivotal roles in the development of Inca culture and technology. The Tiwanaku civilization, which thrived around Lake Titicaca from approximately 300 to 1000 AD, is known for its advanced agricultural practices, monumental architecture, and intricate stonework. The Tiwanaku people developed sophisticated irrigation systems and agricultural techniques that allowed them to cultivate crops in the challenging highland environment. Their achievements in engineering and urban planning laid the groundwork for the Incas' later accomplishments. The transformation of the Inca from a small kingdom to a sprawling empire is largely credited to the 9th Sapa Inca, Pachacuti Inca Yupanqui, who reigned from 1438 to 1471. Pachacuti's name, which means he who overturns space and time, reflects his impact on Inca history. Before his reign, the Inca were under threat from the powerful Chanca people. Legend holds that Pachacuti, then a young prince, took charge of the defense when his father, Viracocha Inca, and his brother fled the capital, believing Cusco to be doomed. Pachacuti's leadership led to a stunning victory, which not only secured his position as emperor but also marked the beginning of the Incas' territorial expansion. Pachacuti was a visionary leader. He reorganized the kingdom of Cusco into the Tawantinsuyu, meaning the four regions, representing the four quarters of the empire that converged at Cusco. Each of these quarters, or suyus, was governed by a regional leader who answered directly to the Sapa Inca. This system of administration was remarkably efficient and allowed for centralized control over a vast and culturally diverse empire. As the Incas expanded their territory, they conquered vast geographical regions across South America. Starting from their capital in Cusco, they moved into the fertile valleys of the Sacred Valley, then pushed further into the regions of modern-day Ecuador, Bolivia, and northern Chile. The empire eventually stretched over 2,500 miles along the Andes Mountains, encompassing diverse landscapes and cultures. This geographical diversity not only enriched the Inca Empire but also posed challenges that they adeptly navigated. The strategies that facilitated the Incas' rapid rise to power were multifaceted. One of their most effective tactics was the use of diplomacy and strategic alliances. Rather than relying solely on military force, the Incas often offered local leaders the chance to join their empire voluntarily, promising protection and economic benefits. This approach minimized resistance and allowed for smoother integration of conquered peoples. Additionally, the Incas were skilled engineers and builders, creating an extensive network of roads that connected their vast territories. This infrastructure not only facilitated troop movement but also enhanced trade and communication, further solidifying their control. The agricultural practices of the Inca Empire were fundamental to its success and sustainability, enabling the civilization to thrive in the diverse and often challenging environments of the Andes Mountains. The Incas developed innovative techniques that maximized agricultural productivity, ensuring a stable food supply for their growing population. Among the most significant of these practices were the use of terraces, advanced irrigation systems, and the cultivation of a diverse array of crops. Terrace farming was one of the hallmark achievements of Inca agriculture. The Incas transformed the steep slopes of the Andes into a series of flat, stepped fields, allowing them to cultivate crops in areas that would otherwise be unsuitable for farming. These terraces not only increased arable land but also helped to prevent soil erosion, a critical concern in the mountainous terrain. Irrigation played a crucial role in the success of Inca agriculture. The Incas constructed an extensive network of canals and aqueducts to channel water from rivers and streams to their fields. This sophisticated irrigation system allowed them to control water flow, ensuring that crops received adequate moisture even in arid regions. The ability to irrigate their terraces meant that the Incas could cultivate crops year-round, significantly increasing their agricultural output. The careful management of water resources was essential for sustaining their agricultural practices, particularly in the face of varying climatic conditions. The diversity of crops cultivated by the Incas was another key factor in their agricultural success. The Incas grew a wide range of staple crops, including potatoes, maize, quinoa, and various legumes. Potatoes, in particular, were a cornerstone of the Inca diet, with hundreds of varieties cultivated across different altitudes. The Incas relied heavily on llamas and alpacas, which played a vital role in their agricultural economy. These domesticated animals were essential for transportation, allowing the Incas to move goods and supplies across the rugged terrain of the Andes. Llamas, in particular, were used as pack animals, carrying heavy loads of agricultural products, textiles, and other goods. Alpacas provided high-quality wool, which was crucial for textile production, a significant aspect of Inca culture and economy. The use of llamas and alpacas not only facilitated trade and communication within the empire but also contributed to the overall efficiency of Inca agriculture. The Inca government also implemented a system of redistribution to manage food supplies effectively. During times of drought or crop failure, the state could allocate stored food to affected regions, ensuring that no community faced starvation. This centralized approach to food distribution not only mitigated the impact of potential famines but also reinforced the loyalty of the populace to the Inca rulers, who were seen as providers and protectors. The economic structure of the Inca Empire was unique and highly organized, operating without traditional markets or a monetary system. Instead, the Incas relied on a state-controlled economy that emphasized collective labor, resource management, and the redistribution of goods. This system was essential for maintaining the empire's stability and ensuring that the needs of its diverse population were met. A significant aspect of the Inca economic structure was the labor tax system known as mita. Under this system, every able-bodied citizen was required to contribute a certain amount of labor to state projects, such as agricultural work, construction, and military service. The mita system was not merely a form of taxation. It was a means of ensuring that the state had access to a steady supply of labor for essential tasks. In return for their labor, workers received food, clothing, and other necessities, which reinforced the reciprocal relationship between the state and its citizens. This system allowed the Incas to mobilize large numbers of workers for significant projects, such as the construction of roads, temples, and agricultural terraces, all of which contributed to the empire's infrastructure and cohesion. In the absence of money, the Inca Empire relied on a system of barter and reciprocity for the exchange of goods. Instead of using currency, the Incas exchanged products and services directly. This system was deeply rooted in the principles of mutual aid and community support. For instance, if a farmer produced an abundance of crops, they could trade surplus goods with artisans for tools or textiles. This exchange was often facilitated through communal gatherings, where people would come together to share resources and negotiate trades based on need rather than profit. The Inca Empire was characterized by a complex social hierarchy that played a crucial role in its governance and daily life. At the top of this hierarchy was the Sapa Inca, the emperor who was considered both a political leader and a divine figure. The Sapa Inca wielded immense power, overseeing all aspects of governance, military strategy, and religious practices. His authority was supported by a class of nobles, known as the Inca nobility, who were responsible for administering various regions of the empire. These nobles, often related to the Sapa Inca by blood or marriage, held significant influence and were tasked with collecting taxes, maintaining order, and implementing the emperor's policies. Beneath the nobility, the Ayllu system formed the backbone of Inca society. The Ayllu was a communal group that consisted of families who worked together to cultivate land and share resources. This system fostered a strong sense of community and mutual support, as members were expected to contribute to the welfare of the group. Each Ayllu was responsible for its own agricultural production, and the surplus was often shared with the state or redistributed among other Ellis during times of need. This organization not only ensured food security but also reinforced social bonds and collective responsibility. Religion was central to Inca life, and the empire was permeated with a sense of the sacred. The Inca were polytheistic, worshipping a pantheon of gods who were associated with natural elements like the sun, moon, rain, and earth. The most important deity was Inti, the sun god, who was believed to be the ancestor of the Inca emperors. The Temple of the Sun in Cusco, known as Coricancha, was the most sacred site in the empire and a center of religious activity. The Inca believed in a cyclical view of time and held that the universe was composed of three parts: Hanan Pasha, the upper world, inhabited by gods; K Pasha, the world of living beings; and Yuku Pasha, the inner world, associated with ancestors and the dead. Religious rituals often involved offerings to these deities, including food, textiles, and chicha, a fermented maize drink. On rare occasions, human sacrifices, known as capicoca, were made to appease the gods, particularly in times of crisis or during important state ceremonies. The Inca Empire is renowned for its remarkable engineering and architectural achievements, which continue to captivate the world today. Among the most iconic structures are Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuaman, both of which exemplify the Incas' ingenuity and mastery of construction techniques. Machu Picchu, often referred to as the lost city of the Incas, is a breathtaking citadel perched high in the Andes Mountains. Its terraced fields, sophisticated water management systems, and stunning stone structures reflect the Incas' deep understanding of their environment and their ability to harmonize with nature. Sacsayhuaman, located near Cusco, is another architectural marvel, featuring massive stone walls constructed with precisely cut stones that fit together without the use of mortar. This fortress not only served as a military stronghold but also as a ceremonial site, showcasing the Incas' strategic and spiritual significance. The techniques used in Inca construction were advanced for their time. The Incas employed a method known as ashlar masonry, where stones were meticulously shaped to fit together tightly, creating structures that could withstand earthquakes. This technique, combined with their use of locally sourced materials, allowed them to build enduring monuments that have stood the test of time. In 1532, Spanish conquistador Francisco Pizarro and his small force of around 180 men landed on the coast of Peru. Pizarro was quick to exploit the ongoing civil war. He invited Atahualpa, who had just emerged victorious over his brother, to a meeting in the town of Cajamarca. There, in a carefully planned ambush, the Spanish captured Atahualpa and held him for ransom. Despite the delivery of a massive ransom in gold and silver, Pizarro executed Atahualpa, plunging the empire into chaos. The Spanish, armed with superior weapons and tactics, and aided by diseases that had already decimated the indigenous population, quickly moved to conquer the remaining Inca territories. By 1533, they had captured Cusco, the capital of the Inca Empire. Although remnants of the Inca resistance persisted for several more decades, the empire was effectively dissolved, and the region fell under Spanish colonial rule. In addition to the Spanish conquest, internal conflicts and diseases played a crucial role in the Inca Empire's decline. The civil war that preceded the Spanish invasion had already sown discord among the Inca nobility and weakened their military. Furthermore, the introduction of European diseases, such as smallpox, decimated the Inca population, who had no immunity to these foreign illnesses. Despite their dramatic downfall, the legacy left by the Incas endures. Their remarkable achievements in agriculture, engineering, and architecture continue to inspire admiration and study. The extensive road systems they built facilitated trade and communication, laying the groundwork for future civilizations in the region. Additionally, the cultural practices and traditions of the Incas have influenced contemporary Andean societies, preserving elements of their rich heritage. In summary, the factors leading to the decline of the Inca Empire, Spanish conquest, internal conflicts, and diseases, paint a complex picture of a civilization that, despite its fall, left an indelible mark on history and culture that resonates to this day.